and welcome to our interview with a very special guest. And can I ask what your name is again?
Hi, I am Piscine Maltra Patel.
Do you have a specific nickname?
I prefer people calling me Pi, because piscine sounds like pissing, as in the thing you do in the bathroom.
Kids give you a hard time at school on that one?
Oh yes, I remember kids were bullying me, making fun of my name, mocking me, so I decided to change it to Pi, which is also the Greek symbol.
For the mathematical term?
Yes.
So, is there anything you know about the boat before it sank? Like, any recall of what happened before?
Oh, it was just my regular life in India. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, so tell us about how you lived in India. Were you rich? Were you poor? Middle class?
I would say I was a middle class. My dad owned a zoo, and I was in middle school, and it was all great until one day my dad decided to move from India to Canada for a better life, and that's when we decided all that, we decided to sell all the animals and hoping that income would help us get a fresh start in Canada. So we were on our way to Canada.
And your journey to Canada was on a Japanese cargo ship?
Yes, called Simsun.
And when it sank, you were stranded with these three animals. What were they?
It was a hyena, an orangutan, a tiger, and a zebra.
Oh, so four.
Yeah.
I am very intrigued with your story about being stuck on a small lifeboat with a tiger. I've known that tigers are very well known of attacking human beings, especially in the sense of fear or danger. What was it like being on a boat with a tiger, a huge beast?
Well, I was actually afraid in the beginning. I mean, I tried to build a raft which was separate from the lifeboat to provide me from a shelter from the tiger just in case he decided to attack. However, as I realized that me living on the raft is not going to help because, well, in a situation like a storm or something, so I decided to make the tiger realize who's the big man on the boat. So I trained him like a circus master would by giving him food and providing him shelter, but making him realize that I have the authority. And I gradually did that, which was successful.
And your parents, besides the fact that you talk about how you've lost your parents, and how does that make you feel knowing that you're alone in this boat by yourself?
It definitely made me feel lonely. I tried not to remember about my parents' death because it pulled me back from trying to live my life, and the loneliness in this in a large, vast sea is too overwhelming. So that's why I decided to keep the tiger alive, so it could keep me company, just like a normal human being would. So the tiger was very important for my survival, but he was also harmful.
And towards the end of your journey, you encountered an officer who was in charge of Japanese imports and exports, and he says that your story that you tell about being stuck on a lifeboat with a tiger is not true. What do you have to say about that?
Well, it's just a perspective of seeing it to believe it. I told them about another story about where the tiger was my mom, or where I was my mom, and the tiger was this, the hyena was this horrible captain that ate everything, and I was the tiger, and he believed that because it was less fictional apparently, because it involved humans rather than animals living together. And that was saddening because the truth was the one that I told them earlier, which was a tiger that lived with me on the lifeboat for 227 days. And it's just a perspective, I guess you can say.
But one more question. You talk a lot in this report about what happened, about religious prayers and religious givings, where you've basically gone on your knees and prayed. What is your religious preference?
I practice Muslim, I practice Hinduism, and I practice Christianity because, well, the gods are the same, and I just want to feel all the religious knowledge that I can receive from all of the three religions. And first of all, the structure of their temple, I guess you can say, really fascinated me. Like the church that I went to on the hill, it was very fascinating. And the Muslim mosque was interesting. The architecture was beautiful, and the practice that the people around me, the Muslims, did was it was very connecting and it was very moving. So I decided to practice all of the three religions.
And since you have such a huge fascination with religion, would you like to pursue that in your later years?
Yes, definitely. I have done it until now, and I'm really looking forward to keep doing it.
And that's all the time we have. I would like to thank you very much for having an interview with me.
Thanks for having me. Can I have that brownie?
Yeah.
Thank you.